welcome back to the Citizen channel. We're back with a match preview as ever. After an international break, the games come thick and fast, and important games for City, of course, to carry on a reasonable run, isn't it? We're not been overly convincing in some of the games, but we've got to, we're a little bit better perhaps than we were last season, certainly points-wise against the same teams. We've improved, so we've got a chance to improve on this one as well, because we're playing Everton on match day 8. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff on the 18th of October. And of course, we only got 1 point last season against them, so there's a chance to get a win in this and improve our points total by +2, so that'd be nice. So today in the preview, we'll check out Everton's start to the season, with Moyes, of course, firmly back in charge there in the brand new spanking ground. If you get there this season, well done. I doubt I'll be able to get a ticket, but we live in hope. Plus, I'll look at a possible Pep's 11. He must be having sleepless nights now, mustn't he? As he gets near to a full squad to pick from. You know, he doesn't like big squads, and when it comes to my Pep's 11 today, it's difficult. It's really difficult, and Pep must be losing sleep. Although he's doing okay on the golf course, hasn't he? Over the last few days, I've noticed a couple of good looks at him doing very well at the old golf, relaxing. So as much as he can relax with a big season ahead of him, of course, this could be, in theory, if it doesn't all go to plan, could be his last season. If it does go to plan, it could be his last season. We don't know, do we? Still got a couple to go, but we'll see. We'll check out the bookies as well, who are running scared now. They're running scared of Arsenal after Liverpool stuttering, of course, in the league. So we'll check out even City. Even City have dropped as well. Even City have come into the frame again after pulling out some good victories. We'll also have Andy Morrison's and my own predictions, of course. Please, guys, if you do enjoy the content, if you can hit that like button, that'd be wonderful. Subscribe if you've not already done so. Yes, share the hype points. If you've got any hype points, guys, a lot of you have been doing that already. My thanks to you. It's a little thing on YouTube to help the algorithms and all the technical side, get the channel out there, so that'll be much appreciated. So if you can do that for me, there'll be further information later on other ways of supporting the channel as well. But my thanks to everyone as we hopefully head towards 50,000 subscribers. That's amazing over the next few weeks. So yeah, it'd be great to get there. So thank you very much, guys. Right, I'm recording this on the 15th of October, so all information as far as injuries, I think there's still internationals to come, so all information is correct. Let's fingers crossed all our guys come back from the internationals fine. I know Haaland's obviously got an extra rest, hasn't he, for scoring that hat-trick, so that's great. This game, yeah, it's only going to be shown in the stadium here in the UK, guys, so unless you've got a ticket, if you do spot me, come up and say hello. It's not on any of the other channels within the UK. Of course, it's widely available outside the UK as ever. Pep Guardiola will be facing the media for his pre-match press conference on Friday, around about 12:30ish. They're never very accurate, are they, those, but they'll be there. So let's have a quick look at Moyes' again, Everton. Yes, I never thought that would happen, to be honest with you. I thought he'd retire gracefully abroad, perhaps, David Moyes, but he's come back to Merseyside, and say with the brand new Hill Dickinson Stadium, is it? Very, very well, but it's nice. I'm glad for him, although Everton, just like Liverpool, if Everton was successful, their fans would be annoying as well, but it's just because they're not. So it's as simple as that. But I know damn well Everton fans will be just almost as bad as Liverpool fans if they were having a good time, that's for sure. Points so far for Everton. They got 11 from 7 games, which is okay. They won 3, drawn 2, lost 2. Last time out, they beat Palace at the new stadium 2-1, and they ended an unbeaten Palace run that goes back to last April. It's a shame it didn't go back to last May, wasn't it? You know, after the FA Cup final, but we'll not go on about that one, too depressing. Despite being behind at the break, almost conceding a second, the Toffees showed spirit to get back into the game. Yeah, they could have easily been 2-0 down at one stage. They did have a bit of a lacklustre first half, so they got a bit of a kick up the arse in the second half. And of course, he eventually won the game in injury time. Of course, one of Everton's brightest lights this season so far is a certain Jack Grealish, isn't he? But of course, he will be ineligible to play against us, so that'll be good for us. And he will be missed by Everton, that's for sure. So, in conclusion, as far as the league's concerned, Everton should be reasonably happy with the start to the season. Yes, of course, the home form is slightly better than their away form. If you look back at the history, of course, people always say, oh, yeah, Everton have a good record at our ground. Well, it's not too bad, but in the last 6 Premier League encounters, we've won 2-1, we've won 5-0, we won 3-0, then we drew 1-1. Season before last, we won 2-0, and last season, of course, was that horrible 1-1 draw. So we know they can nick something, but 4 wins and 2 draws bodes okay for us, doesn't it, as far as the past is concerned? And so it doesn't mean anything, of course, but it's always nice to know we've got a reasonable record. Let's hope this is better than the dross that got served up last season on Boxing Day, don't forget, when City were pretty much still struggling for form. Of course, we didn't hit any sort of form till early in the new year with the new signings, did we? After us, Everton have got Spurs at home, Sunderland away, Fulham at home, United away, Newcastle at home, and Bournemouth away. And I'd expect them to get from those 6 games between 7 and 9 points, based on what we've seen. And for me, the likely position this season, they're going to finish anywhere between 9th and 11th, which is a little bit lower than they are at the moment. But I think they will drop off just a little bit. So that's Everton. That brings us on to City, of course. And our last game away at Brentford, the squad was Donnarumma, or the starting lineup: Donnarumma, Núñez, Diaz, Gvardiol, O'Reilly, Rodri, Reinders, Bob, Foden, Xavi and Haaland. On the bench, Trafford, Stones, Aki, Kovacic, Cherki, Doku, Nico, Bernardo and Lewis. And despite that Rodri hamstring setback, hopefully it's not too bad, and he'll be back very, very soon. Pep should have, as I said earlier, almost a full squad to call upon, though returning players from injury, etc., maybe more likely to start on the bench for this one. And I don't expect too many unforced changes to that Brentford 11 again. But there were players who were at Brentford who came out with that a little bit under threat as far as the place was concerned. I mean, Rodri, of course, even if he's recovered from his hammy problem, I'm sure might not be risked for this one. Everton at home, I think he'd love to play him, but he might not be risked, which means Gonzalez, who's getting a lot of cred at the moment, getting a lot of credibility. Gonzalez, I've always stuck up for the guy myself, but of course, he's getting a bit of love at the moment in that position. So Gonzalez will get the call, but of course, he's got the added problem, Pep, haven't he, of Kovacic coming back as well. He might go back to Kovacic, who's before his injury was impressing Pep and being impressive for City anyway. So he may also be in Pep's mind. Although, as I said, some of these guys returning from injury might find themselves still on the bench. Bob and Xavi are the interesting ones. They look most under threat after that Brentford game. More so Xavi, I think. I don't think Xavi will get a start in this one. And of course, with Nori coming back, of course, another guy getting lots of credibility at the moment, or credit in the bank, is O'Reilly. So will he keep his place for this one? Don't forget, we've got a European game coming up next Tuesday in 4 days after this. So it will be interesting. So this is my tentative Pepsi 11. If I can get 7 or 8 of these, I'll be happy, because I just think he'll sneak 2 or 3 guys in that haven't been playing recently. So I'm going to go with this. As I said, I'm not 100% happy, but it's near as enough as I can get. Donnarumma, Núñez, Diaz, Gvardiol, O'Reilly, Gonzalez, Reinders, Bernardo, Foden, Doku and Haaland. It's really hard to know how Pep will go with his full squad. He'll be banging his head against the wall trying to figure out what to do. There are a handful of players who, of course, have had very little game time so far because of injury. Pep will need to get them involved very, very soon. Of course he will. And it won't be surprised if 1 or 2 return for this Everton game, especially with that tricky trip, of course, as I said, to Villarreal on Tuesday of next week. He won't be just lumping guys into there that have not played for the last few weeks, will he? So it won't be surprised if that starting 11 includes a couple, 2 or 3 of the guys who've been on the bench recently or been injured. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Your starting 11s, as I say, it's a hard job at the moment to predict. It's easier when we've got a few injuries, isn't it? we can go with Pep starting the same 11 3 games on the trot, which doesn't really happen in Pep's world, does it? But when he's forced to, he does. Predictions, yeah. Andy Morrison said of Everton and the scoreline, David Moyes is shaping a good, hard-working side who are focused and competitive. It's a pity Jack Grealish can't play. Not a pity for us, as he'd have received a tremendous reception. Well, if he's hanging around, I'm sure he'll still get one. But the form he's in might make that a good thing. I think it will, Andy. I can see us getting a clean sheet here with a goal in each half, settling the outcome. Yeah, so he's gone for 2-0. At the bookies, you can get 6-1 generally, 13-2 in a place. Bet365 are offering 13-2. I've almost agreed with him, but I thought, well, I don't like to. I do sometimes, depending what mood I'm in. But I'll go 3-1, although I'm preferring perhaps 2-1. I think it'll be tighter than 3-1. Of course, if anyone else scores apart from Ireland, it'll be a miracle as well. So I'll go 3-1 for City. 11-1 generally, get 12-1 at Bet365 on that. Some of the other odds, please gamble responsibly when the fun stop, and if you do need help, please seek it out. Some other popular score lines: wins for City 1-0 is 6 or 7-1 at 365. A 2-1 City win is 7s or 17-2 at 365. A 3-0 City win is 17-2 or 9-1 at Bet365. An Everton win, a 1-0 Everton win, you can get 18s generally or 20-1 with Betfred. So Everton fans, if you fancy, you can nick it 1-0. That's for you. General odds for the Premier League, we've got new favourites now after Liverpool's little stutter, shall we say. Arsenal went from 15-8 into 10-11 on, so everyone's reckoning on that. The pressure will get to them. They'll crack, of course they will. Liverpool are now out to 11-4 from odds on evens, 11-10ish, so they've really stumbled out to 11-4, and we've moved into 4-1. We were 6, 13-2. We've now moved back into 4-1. So although we've not been overly convincing, the wins on the board have scared the bookies a little bit, and quite rightly so. They're not there to lose money, are they? Everton to finish in the top half, which it's possible, 5-4 against, but 4-7 isn't a bad price odds on to finish in the bottom half. It might be worth for an Everton fan to stick something on that 5-4 for a top half finish and be confident in your team. Why not? The match odds themselves: City are 4-11 on to win this game. A draw is 7-2. And Everton are 13-2. Well, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. Vlogs coming up, of course, of player ratings. I'll try and get that out on Saturday night if I get home in plenty of time. So hopefully I'll get that out on the 18th of October. The story of the game a couple of days later, the 20th of October, because I want to squeeze in the Villa versus City preview on the Sunday, the 19th of October, to give us a couple of days before the match. So lots more, of course, on the channel, and I hope you've enjoyed all the history content and stuff. I'm working on an Edison thing now. It won't be out for a little while. It'll be take me a little while to get this Edison thing done now. Matches come quick and fast. Members can actually see part 1 of that. That is available for members of the channel. But of course, there'll be a few parts and a quiz as well. So they'll all be to come over the next few weeks. And of course, I've got then to do an Akanji special, haven't I, as well? I've got to do an Akanji special, so that'll take a time as well. So plenty on history-wise. Plenty more to come on the channel. Thanks for your support, guys. Please, if you hit those buttons, wonderful. If you want to get in contact with me, you can through YouTube or my various socials. Or if you want to help support the channel more, there's sponsorships, etc. If you want to help support the channel, yeah, just get in touch, and there are ways of doing that. All you ever have to do is keep watching and listening.
Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway, and please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. That'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. They'll be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget, a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City. So if you're into that, have a look. Or if you know someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel. Piat6505, they've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well. So have a look at Piat6505 on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you remember, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs, so as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally, so a lot of the history stuff, so you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at Piat6505 if you want to buy any of that memorabilia. That's all, that you can actually gain that from being a member. and support the channel. That's a good, great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also, before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. Yeah, we've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.